When I look at lifespan developmental psychology, what I see is lots of research on infant development, child development, adolescent development, emerging adulthood, and then I noticed that there was this huge gap. So what I'm currently working on is developing theory about a period that we're calling established adulthood, and this is the period of the lifespan from about 30 to 45. We think that this is maybe one of the most intense and demanding periods of adult life, where there are elevated and competing demands in both the work domain and in the family domain too, and we refer to this as the career and care crunch. So the theoretical background for this period of development, we're actually currently building the theory, so this is it. This is the current theoretical background. But I think what's informing the building of this theory is the sociocontextual approach. Rather than focusing on the individual, we look at the individual and how they operate within these larger structures and systems. So we look at things like race, ethnicity, cultural and societal values and beliefs, and how all of these things work together to influence a person's experience of established adulthood. So we tend to think of emerging adulthood from ages 18 to about age 29 as being a period where people are really exploring their identity and figuring out who they are and what they want to do with their lives. However, when you reach established adulthood, you start to see time a little differently. And so people are recognizing now, as established adults, something that they weren't when they were emerging adults, which is that time is limited. They recognize that they're not going to be living forever, and so they're taking this as an opportunity to course correct. They're trying to figure out how they want to spend the rest of their lives. So I think one of the things that feels different and exciting about this research is that we're really filling a gap. So there's a big body of literature on career development, work-life balance, making decisions around becoming a parent, but none of this stuff has been unified as a developmental theory. We've really been focusing on interviewing people in this age period and collecting qualitative data. I think it's surprising how many people have similar experiences and similar feelings during this age period, and a lot of it comes back to this idea of the career and care crunch. So even for people who choose not to have children, they're still having to show care for family members, for pets, and also for their communities as well. This is completely relevant and timely to some of the national conversations that we're having about parental leave and universal childcare. The US actually tends to have the lowest well-being among parents because we have the lowest instance of social policies to help support people who are parents. This research is really going to lend to this national conversation about having better support for parents, whether that be better parental leave or better childcare options. So we know that women still pay this motherhood penalty, so I'm really interested in looking at how this career and care crunch may disproportionately affect women over men. We need more people to be studying established adulthood. We're currently just working on developing this theory, especially collecting data that looks at established adulthood beyond just the US, including people of all different socioeconomic backgrounds, racial, ethnic backgrounds, just to really get a thorough understanding of established adulthood and what it is.